Hi guys, in today's video I put together 15 different hip mobility drills that's basically going to improve your movement patterns and decrease any risks of injury, okay? So first one we're going to start off with is the dynamic pigeons, okay? You start in a push-up position, internally rotate the hips and press your outside of your foot against the ground so you feel a stretch in the glute medius piriformis area, okay? So this one is a deep squat, so you're taking your hips through a full range of motion, and then you're coming up into a hamstring stretch. Okay, if you want to modify that, if you lack flexibility, hold on to the tongues of your shoes instead of underneath your shoes or even your shins. Okay. So this next one is a prone leg swings. So this is going to really loosen up your hip flexors in the transverse plane. Okay, so face down on the ground and just bring your heel to your opposite elbow, basically. Next one up, we got the opposite and opposing side. We're going to face upwards into a supine leg swings. Okay, so great way to loosen up your hips and the muscle fascia around the IT band lower back. So if you're in the lower back, this is a great way to get the lower back moving. Yeah. These ones, I'm not quite sure the name of these. There is a name. If anybody do know, please let me know in the comments below. So basically you start in a push-up position and hop forward and push the knees out to feel a stretch in the groin, and a deep squat as well. So you're taking your hips again for the range of motion in the deep squat, okay? These ones, lateral lunges. You just align the feet together, sit back and rock from side to side. Make sure the knee don't go over the toe and your knee is in between your ankles, okay? So you feel a stretch in your groin area, inner thigh. Again, we're working on the adductors in inner thigh area. So this kneeling adductor mobility, so you keep your knee under your hip and your knee in line with your foot and your legs straight, so you just rock back and forward with keeping your hands in position all the time, so your hands don't move during this movement. Yeah. You might need a wall or a fence or something for this one, for this quads hip flexor. I'm showing if you want to take this up a notch, if you want to progress it, you can hold on to the front of your ankle and push your hips forward so you feel a bit more of a stretch if you have the flexibility. Okay. So this one, lateral leg swings, is going to loosen up your groin and fascia around your IT bands. Okay. Again, you might need a fence to hold on to something. Now I'm showing you a variation where you're kicking out. It's a dynamic stretch for the hamstrings. Yeah. This one, prone lunge. Okay. So this is going to loosen up your hips, groin, so hip flexors, groin, hamstrings. Push-up position, watch your knees don't come over your toes. This is a progression which is you're going to open up your thoracic spine. So any of you got any kyphotic posture issues, this is going to open up your thoracic spine and help you there. Okay, so dirty dogs, basically gonna loosen up your groin and activate your glutes at the same time. Yeah, just a great way to loosen up the ball and socket around the hip joint as well. Okay, so you just move your knee away from your other knee when you're on all fours and keep your toe pointing towards your shin. Dynamic downwards. If you're finding inchworms difficult, this is a good alternative. Okay, so you start off facing down and just drop your knees to the ground and dynamically stretch the hamstrings and the calves. This is more of a downward pedaling, which is going to target your calves more. Okay, so good ankle mobility. This one, inchworm, as a lot of you might know. So I'm showing you the regular inchworm now, where you crawl forward. You can vary that up by adding a hop to it, so more of a metabolic component. So you hop forward and stretch back. Okay, so there's two variations. Okay, so now Spiderman crawls, great way to loosen up the hips, lower back. This does take a little bit of practice, so yeah, good luck with trying it out. But great way to loosen up your hips, lower back, and increase core strength and upper body strength. Okay. So the last one of all, we have a 3-point mobility lunge. So this one, I'm stretching the glutes piriformis when I drop the, when I internally rotate the hip, just drop the knee to the ground. Then I'm going to come up into a hamstring stretch, okay? So I go down, I stretch the groins, hip flexors, then stretch the piriformis, glute medius, and then the hamstrings, okay? Great way to loosen things up, okay? So yeah, there's 15 drills that you might find helpful there. If this video has helped, please let me know. Leave some comments in the comments box below. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Hit me a like if this has been useful, and please leave some comments, okay? So thanks for watching. I'll see you again. Cheers.